Gordon, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. Riding in once again, Edwin Encarnacion. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that's a base hit, 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes, desperate times, call for desperate measures.
Cano for 1 on to first, and it's another double play. Their second. Here's Nelson Cruz now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Mike Zunino. Into the seats, 0-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hard on the ground toward short. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Standing in, Robinson Cano. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Line drive to center field. Oh, and he can't come up with it. At the plate, Mitch Haniger flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. To second for 1 on to Napoli. It's a double play. Now at the plate, Mike Napoli. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, the batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Pulled toward right center field. Gordon is in pursuit, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. On the ground for Cano. This could be 2. Segura for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. So digging in now, Francisco Mejia. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. On to second for the force out. Stepping in, Kyle Seager. He popped out in his first trip.
Third baseman, Kyle Seager.
On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And the throw's offline as he tried to sweep it up that time, but came up with nothing but a glove full of dust.
And everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to set. They made fielding a priority in the spring, but it doesn't translate on that play. Might be some early season jitters, too.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Naquin moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Naquin's under it. And that's the second out of the inning. So back to the top of the Seattle lineup. Digging in, D. Gordon. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt. Here's Rajay Davis now. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gamble waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
Here's Michael Brantley. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Pulled toward right center field. Haniger in pursuit. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is in there.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
In now, Jose Ramirez. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Jeez, finally. That's the first.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him, and with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until clink, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
Edwin Encarnacion now. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Line drive to center field, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. Here's Mike Napoli now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. This one's down to third, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. Digging in to try it again, Gene Segura will start things out here against Corey Kluber. Hit on the ground is short. Lindor moving to his right. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Skied into straightaway right. Naquin's under it. 2 down.
The catcher, number 3.
Digging in and looking for more, Mike Zunino. He singled his last time up. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Some important 2-out success as Robinson Cano will bat next.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? Third knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
He's set, and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Davis on the run. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that. Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Striding in once again, Tyler Naquin. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. High in the air out to center field. Gordon is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Mejia. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Chopped weakly to the left. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first. Just a 4-pitch inning there as the Indians go down quietly. But they're on top 2-0. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
Hey, the object of the game is to pass the baton on the offensive side and give yourself a chance to get the tying run to the plate late in the game. That's exactly what happened here.
And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Ready once again, Ryan Healy. He's popped up in his first plate appearance and flied out last time around. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. Kluber pauses. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Mejia has a play. And that retires the side. So it's no runs on. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Rajay Davis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's a bouncing ball now headed for the shortstop Segura. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Hit out towards second. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Jose Ramirez will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ballgame on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Gordon is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is. Here's D. Gordon now. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First offering on its way. Lifted in the air to center field. Chasing after it is Davis. He makes the running play. 2 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nelson Cruz. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Behind 0-2 now. No runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Grounded back up the middle. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is ready to start the 9th as we get a stunning shot there of the Seattle skyline on a great night for baseball. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the ship. And close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. And Jason Kipnis up next will bat this inning.
I think that base hit surprised him more than anything. He's gotten so used to setting guys down at 9 in a row at that point that he just assumed he'd get him too.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Left for the Tribe, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Here now is Mike Zunino. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Robinson, Cano.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. He brings it in, and the Indians move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Indians rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Corey Kluber gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. James Paxton pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Final.